What's up everybody and welcome back to the channel. Now if you can't tell, in today's episode we're doing an unboxing and we're here in a setting that we're not typically in. Now we're house sitting for some family, so I figured it would be the perfect opportunity for me to film this video for you guys. So without further ado, let's get started with the $400 Amazon unboxing. Now if I'm being honest, I know what's in here already. Obviously I'm the one that ordered it. And the stuff I got on sale, so it probably is worth more than $400. I'm not exactly sure, but that's what I kind of averaged it at. This one up here, I don't want to open yet, just because I think it'll kind of give everything away, and I want to open things in a specific order. Y'all know how I like to do things. In this video, I'm going to be doing the unboxing with that knife that we found in our short video a while back, which, if you guys haven't seen that, go ahead and check that video out. We found a really nice knife. I cleaned it up and yeah, just kind of added it to the arsenal collection that we have. Alrighty. Now first up, let's get rid of this right here. That way everything kind of a little bit more visible. All right, so I have a whole different mix of stuff. It's really just stuff I needed, stuff that I was missing, stuff that I knew that I'd probably end up using at some point, and then alongside some stuff that'll actually tie into the last unboxing we filmed, where we did a $1,000 tackle warehouse unboxing, and we got some bait making equipment stuff. So anyways, let me go ahead and get started with the top of the box. We've got a Flambeau Waterproof, or Flambeau, I don't really know. I think that's probably the more correct way to pronounce it. It's a little waterproof container that you could pretty much put anything you wanted if you had terminal tackle that you wanted to put in there, or some baits or something like that. But what I personally use it for, and I'm going to show you guys here. So you take your phone, put them in there, boom, waterproof. Now this thing could literally fall off my kayak. I could go swimming, I could go tubing, I could pretty much do whatever I wanted, and this would be 100% waterproof, especially with that LifeProof case that I actually have on there. So it's double the waterproof action, and this thing's gonna float as well because I left some air in there. If it falls, it's not gonna be gone. I'm not gonna lose my phone. I'm pretty much 100% safe in every sort of way, and especially even if it were to fall on the floor as well, having that hard plastic body is going to help it stay a little bit more durable, a little bit more safe. So yeah, having something like this can really help you out when you're on the water, when you're kayaking, like I mentioned, tubing, stuff like that. But also if you're just somebody that likes to get outdoors, get off the beaten path, and you need something, just, you know, you could put your wallet in there, you could put your keys in there, you could put your knife if you really wanted, or really anything, money, everything would really fit inside of this little container right here. And it's not too big to where it's clunky, bothersome. You could throw it in your backpack if you were pond fishing or something and you knew it was going to rain and you had some keys and stuff like that, your phone that you wanted to put in there, whatever it may be. Yeah, this is definitely the move. So I made sure I picked one up, and I got it on sale. It was like $7. So make sure you guys are checking out the links down below. For the people that have been paying attention, I actually go through Amazon and find the deals myself. Everything that's on sale, everything that's like really affordable, super fast shipping, stuff like that, I actually leave links down below in the description box. So I do the work for y'all. If y'all want, go ahead and check it out. Use those links, please. It helps support the channel for me to continue to make unboxings like this. Anyways, let's get right back into it. So next up, we just got some charging cables. These are the Amazon Basics iPhone cables. We got 2 of them right there. I think they're like 10 foot. So you can put them in your car, you could put them in your boat, you could put them even in your bedroom if you were just like laying on your phone in bed. I know I like doing that, so I kind of need some sort of a long cable because I don't have an outlet close to my bedside. All right, anyways, next up we got these Amazon just kind of basic cubes to go with the chargers right there, but I think these are a little bit more powerful than your usual. I want to say they're like 12 watt or something like that. I'm not exactly sure. It's not showing me on here, but yeah. Definitely going to need them, especially with those cords that I just showed you guys, so those pair well together. But if you don't want to use those, then having some sort of a battery pack is an extremely effective method, especially if you're a content creator or if you just like bank fishing, stuff like that. You could take this with you on your yak as well. You could throw it in that waterproof container I showed you guys earlier. I mean, that's literally a perfect combo. But another cool thing about this is it has a flashlight. So you could use it in the dark if you really needed, and it shows you how many I guess pause of charge you have on this little battery pack. But it's the Iniu battery pack. It's probably my favorite. Y'all have seen it on the channel, I'm sure. If you haven't, highly suggest y'all go check it out. It's really affordable, and I mean, it lasts a long time. I've got 2 of them. I have one that's lasted like 3 or 4 years now, and it's still in great condition. All right, next up, I'm just gonna stay on track with technology. We've got a K&F Concepts little tripod right here for smartphones and GoPros. This is pretty much what I use on the channel. If y'all watch the live streams, y'all might know that. Or if y'all know that, like my shorts and stuff like that, I film with this as well. But yeah, it's just a really useful little portable compact tripod that works for your phone just by flipping up like this and clamping on there vertically or horizontally. And then it's on like an adjustable little gimbal. So, I mean, it's pretty nice. Obviously, it's not a super professional, extremely expensive tripod, but I like using it, so I bought one as a backup. And yeah, I mean, they're just really nice, affordable, compact tripods. If you need one for your phone, for your GoPro, if you're a videographer, if you're a content creator, if you're a photographer, if you're somebody that just likes to take photos for themselves or for family, then this is a really, really useful thing to have. All right, and then staying on track with outdoors stuff, we've got the ThermoCell mosquito repellent little system here. It's like the handheld one that they have. It works in a 15-foot zone radius. It's pretty amazing, honestly. You can use it if you're just like gardening in your backyard, if you're camping, if you're fishing, if you're out there hunting. A lot of hunters I know use this right here, but also a lot of fishermen, and it's extremely effective. Obviously, they wouldn't be selling it, but I went ahead and picked the handheld one up and the refill pack to go with it. So this should last me quite some time. It has no spray, no smell, no nothing, and it's extremely effective, guys. So it may be a bit more expensive than most repellents, but it's also like that much more effective. So I really highly suggest y'all check those out. And still kind of talking about outdoorsy equipment, right here we've got canvas wax, which on my channel here, I'll go ahead and grab them for you guys and show y'all. Y'all know that I like to use these Carhartt backpacks and jackets right here. And that canvas wax, actually, you just rub it on there and then use a hair dryer, and it pretty much just makes your equipment waterproof because this canvas right here pretty much absorbs the wax once you melt it on there. And yeah, it repels water. I've seen it actually in real time. It just like beads and falls off. So it's really nice. It's quality stuff to use. I make sure to recanvas my stuff at least once a year, once the kind of wet season comes around. So yeah, definitely like having that for the Carhartt equipment. But you could really use this canvas wax on anything. I mean, you really could. It's usable for almost everything that you'd want to make waterproof. So definitely a useful thing to have. It's handy. You could just throw it in the pocket of the jacket or in the backpack and just keep it on you at all times. Now, obviously, you'd need a hair dryer, but most hotel rooms, Airbnbs, apartments, homes, stuff like that, they have one. So you'd be fine. And even like RVs and stuff like that, they do have little hair dryers. So yeah, definitely recommend you guys get some canvas wax if you have some canvas that you want to waterproof. All right, making our way into some of the fishing gear, we've got an adjustable right here, which this is perfect for throwing flies on a spinning rod. If you don't have a fly rod, but you got some woolly buggers or something like that, and you want to throw them around, you actually can with a spinning rod just by having this guy right here. You fill it up with water, you twist it onto your line, and I'll pretty much be giving you guys a demonstration on how to use it, how to fish it, where to fish it, and how to catch trout and small fish and stuff like that on it. It's extremely effective. It's highly useful whenever you want to throw those flies, those light presentations, but you can't afford a fly rod, you don't have one, you don't want to. You prefer a spinning rod, or even if you're just like worm fishing or something like that and you're fishing clearer waters, you just want something that's a bit more finesse presentation. It really is effective for that as well. You could just use it as a standard bobber, so definitely recommend having something like that in your arsenal. Just keep it in the back pocket, and if you need it, if you want to throw some flies, some worms, some clear water, stuff like that, definitely could pull that thing out and catch some fish. I'm going to use it on the channel here, and I noticed some of the comments were telling me to throw some flies and stuff like that for some rainbow trout, so hopefully you guys enjoy seeing me use that on the channel. Hopefully I'll learn a thing or two. Maybe we'll laugh. I don't even know. Anyways, let's go ahead and get into some of this lure making equipment stuff right here, and we're just going to start things off pretty simple. We've got the infrared laser thermometer by Evantech, so I'll be able to kind of measure the temperature of my plastisol whenever I'm heating it up in this Pyrex container, which we also went ahead and picked up a 1-cup Pyrex measuring little dish right here, so we'll be able to throw our plastisol in there and microwave it. Pretty standard, obviously there's nothing too crazy about that, and then obviously the infrared thermometer is going to go hand in hand with that as well. I haven't used that, so I don't know if it's going to be super crazy amazing or if it's going to be a bust, but I mean, I'm sure it's going to work effectively. It's just an infrared thermometer. All right, and then we went ahead and picked up a bag of some flouring salt, which I've heard from a lot of people that using flouring salt can be a lot better whenever you're making your soft plastics. It puts less air into the bait, And I've heard that the fish prefer it more than table salt that's iodized. This just has like more flavor. It's used here for like snacks and stuff like that. That's what it says, peanuts, popcorn, and all sorts of different baking and all that. So I don't know. I think it'll be really useful. I don't know if it's going to be more effective than table salt or if it's going to be better inside of the baits. Maybe we're going to have to do like a head-to-head challenge video seeing if iodized table salt is worse or better than floured salt. I don't really know, honestly, guys. I've never made lures. We're going to get to experience this together on the channel, so yeah, it's going to be a lot of fun. All right, and then we went ahead and picked up a bottle of ProCure Anise Oil. So this right here is going to be able to scent our baits whenever we make the soft plastics. I already got worm oil, as you guys saw in the last video, but with this, we'll actually be able to make a little bit more of a sweet scent that'll kind of combine with the worm oil, maybe making it a bit more effective, a bit more of a presentation that fish aren't used to, or maybe it'll just be, you know, like nicer for the fishermen. I know whenever I'm fishing, I don't want to smell something that smells horrible the whole time. This stuff smells great. I mean, it made the whole box smell like anise, so yeah, gotta love that. Anise Oil. All right, guys, let's get back to the equipment. We got some of these molds right here by Best NJ, Amazon molds. I never knew that we would be in a time where you could literally pick up aluminum CNC molds from Amazon. But this is gonna be a lot of fun. Oh, it's taped shut all the way around? Okay, my fault. We've got an aluminum RoboWorm mold. You guys seeing this right now? This looks nuts. Legit can make homemade RoboWorms. And they're injection, so they're not open pour. Obviously, you probably could keep one open like this and open pour one side and then put that right there and shoot the injection, and you probably could still end up making like a, I guess it's called laminate, or like a double, I don't know what they would call it. I think that's laminate, but yeah, that would be insane. So a RoboWorm mold right here. I think we paid like 80 bucks for this though. It's pretty pricey, but it'll be worth it if it makes a RoboWorm worm exactly how RoboWorm does it. I don't know. That's going to be another video though. I'm going to do a little challenge head to head and see if this right here can compare to a standard RoboWorm. So I think that'll be really interesting to see. It'll be a lot of fun, and yeah, I don't know what the results are going to be. Next up, we got another mold here. I'm not sure what the mold is. I remember what I ordered, but they're not. Oh, okay. I know exactly what this is, guys. A bandito bug mold. This thing right here looks so legit. I mean, it's literally a bandito bug. It's a CNC aluminum bandito bug mold that I picked up from Amazon. Like, that's nuts, dude. So I'm not going to be buying bandito bugs anymore. I'll be making my own, and we'll be able to make some custom colors, which, if you guys watched my rainbow trout video, I mentioned the Mountain Dew Baja Blast, and I'm going to have a specific video in mind, and yeah, this also pairs hand in hand with it, so make sure you're staying tuned. That video is going to be epic, I think, at least. And then lastly, we got one more mold, which this right here is another like flipping and pitching style type bait. Obviously, the bandito bug's gonna be flipping and pitching. The RoboWorm is gonna be like Nico rigging, drop shotting, Texas rigging, whatever you'd want. And then we've got another flipping and pitching style type bait, which is the 420 Sweet Beaver. So this right here is an exact replica of your flipping and pitching full-size beaver bait. I mean, it looks like it to me, like dead on. So we're gonna be able to make some custom colors of those as well. So I just felt like it'd be smart to have something that has a little bit less, more of a like subtle action, the gliding style beaver. And then the bandito bug obviously is gonna have that cross style appendage kind of bait where you can flip and pitch it, or you could cut it and thread it on a jig. And you could do the same with the beaver as well. You could throw him on the back of a jig, but it's just two different presentations, two different uses, and they're pretty versatile as well. And then again, with the RoboWorm, you could pretty much do whatever you wanted. You could drop shot it, Nico rig it, Texas rig it, whatever your heart desires, free rig it, all sorts of different presentations that you could go with. Anyways, guys, now that we got all these molds right here, the one thing that you have to have when you're working with molds, now this box is probably gonna make a bit more sense, is some clamps. And these right here are the Jorgen's Easy Hold clamps, which they're extremely versatile. You can do a lot of different things with them. So check this out right here. You can punch this side out, and you can punch this side out on this one, turn it this way, punch it back, grab this guy, put him back and punch him back, And then these connect right here, very easy. And now you have double the space to clamp. So it goes from being 12-inch spreaders to 24, 6-inch to 12, whatever you decide to pick up. But it's pretty impressive stuff right here. You can pretty much do whatever you wanted with them. And then you can also invert them and flip them, and then they can be spreaders. So for example, if you take this one off, slide these down like this, then you take this end piece and kind of finesse it in there like so, and then you have your spreader. So then you can just kind of play around with however far you want your spreader to be, or if you had like your 2 pieces of wood, and you can go all the way out to the maximum distance of the clamp, which is about 12 inches. So yeah, this is pretty impressive. Definitely a bunch of different uses. And if you wanted to extend the spreader as well, you can. You would just leave this one like this, flip and invert this, use it as the holder, and push this one all the way over there. Do the same with this one, put it on this end, use it as the holder, connect them like that, and then you'd be able to push out the entire 24 inches of both clamps. So that's pretty impressive. Honestly, it's really nice to have. And yeah, just, you know, it being versatile like that, having multiple different uses, that's what I like whenever I'm looking at a product. And obviously some people are going to say that, oh, well, whenever you don't focus on one thing, it doesn't work as good. Man, these clamps feel amazing. It's going to work for my needs. Obviously, whenever you're talking about clamping a mold, that's really what you need it for. Look at that. It holds it immediately. I'm not even doing anything, and it's holding both of these molds just fine. I could clamp it down even harder if I needed to, but I think the effect is definitely there. And then the easy release system there with one hand, really nice having that as well. If you're working in a shop, if you've got a mitt or a glove on one hand because, you know, you're working with hot plastisol, you're going to need something to cover your hands. If you're working with these molds as well, you don't want to just be picking them up barehanded after you've shot hot plastic into them. So yeah, these molds right here are nice. And then this box actually does come with multiple, so it comes with 4 instead of just 2, so I could clamp multiple molds if I needed to. So yeah, I mean, it's just really nice to have 4 clamps. Let's say if I was working with wood, yet I still wanted to do some bait making stuff, I would have 2 available for me to actually still do that with. I could clamp multiple molds, or I could do 2 clamps for all of the molds that I'm gonna do, but we've got 3 molds there, and then in the last unboxing, we got 3 molds, so we've got 6 total. So I might do 2 clamps for every 3 molds and just have 2 little separate ones going, which might actually produce better results. I mean, I don't know. We're gonna experiment and find out. That's gonna be the whole point of this. And that pretty much does it for the entire unboxing, everybody. Thank y'all for clicking to watch. It was a lot of fun filming. Make sure y'all hit that like, subscribe, leave me a comment down below, hit the notification bell to stay following along for some more amazing unboxings just like this. And feel free to leave us a donation in helping us to get a microwave to be able to melt down some plastisol and actually make some baits for you guys. I'd highly appreciate it. And yeah, that's the one thing that we're really missing. So anyways, until the next one, guys, keep it cool and happy fishing.